Hello, everybody! Hope you're all doing well. Sorry, I was adjusting my camera yesterday. Trying to get it to not sit over a little bit of my monitor. So, yeah. So it sits a tiny bit higher. Alright, I think I fixed that now. Yeah, how's everybody doing? Hey, Golden, hey, Muscarado, how are you guys doing? So, we are back with some good old Labyrinth of Grisaia, once again. Just, you know, we're gonna continue on, you know, exactly where we left off last time. You know, as in yesterday. But, before we do, though, guys, I want to show you something I did today that I'm, like, really goddamn proud of right now. That I'm really proud of. Just give me a minute, I'm getting the pictures ready. So, you know, I can just show them all in one go. And there we go. Of course, that one has to be gigantic. Actually, you know what? I got a better idea. Much better idea. I'll just use one and then constantly change it over. Yeah, that'll work. So, I worked on a whole bunch of thumbnails today, for Grisaia specifically. You know, Fruit of Grisaia. At the same time, I learned I never actually uploaded all of the Katawa Shoujo ones I had made, so I had to do that quick. And as I finished the Grisaia ones off and started uploading them, I found out YouTube actually has a daily custom thumbnail upload limit. Yeah, I've actually apparently met it, so can't upload the rest of them till tomorrow. So that's a thing. Hey, Brozard, how's it going? Yeah, it actually is kind of interesting. I didn't think that would actually be a thing. Hey, Nick, how's it going? I didn't expect a daily upload limit of custom thumbnails. Now I know, and, well, I guess now you guys know, too. There we go. So, one I'm really proud of, though, is the Michiru one. There's the thumbnail for Michiru's. I think it's pretty good. It's alright. It's pretty good. I'm gonna tell you right now, it was a pain in the ass just trying to find backgrounds from Grisaia. For some reason, they don't seem to be, like, uploaded anywhere. I had to dig and dig and dig to find them. I found enough that are at least somewhat connected to the characters to make sense. Hey, Jake. Thanks for the lurk and thank you for the 5 bits, buddy. Hope your day's been going well. Enjoy your lurk. I don't have art of myself in the Mihama uniform, so I just used the Katawa one again, and I think it fits. I think it fits fairly nicely. I may seem a little small, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. That scared the crap out of me. Yeah, I mean, it is a little loud. It's...
Come on!
Okay.
Banana war! Banana! 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 Banana!
Jake Jelly Jammer 9 just gifted 1 subs.
Thank you, Jake, for gifting a sub to Golden. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You didn't have to, but thank you, buddy. I wanted to get that away, because I like seeing the whole animation. Because that's just me. Right. Back to the thumbnail. Yeah, it took a while to find a background. I just used the Katawa art I had of me done a little bit ago. And I think it works pretty nicely. But I did something special with them. There's actually 3 different versions of her thumbnail. There are 3 different versions of Michiru's thumbnail. She had 9 VODs that I had up on YouTube, so for the first... So, you know... There's 3 of them, 1 for, you know, a third of them. So the first 3 have one, the second 3 have another one, and the third one has the final version. Can you guys tell what's going on in this one? Can you see the little thing I got hiding in here? Because I have something hiding a little bit. Tiny bit. If you can't see it now, I think you'll... There's a ghost? Oh, maybe. I don't know. Do you see it a little bit clearer now? You see it a tiny bit clearer now? Or is it still a little too fuzzy in there? I don't know. Let's go with the final version. Yes. I did put a more transparent Michiru behind Michiru for her thumbnails. Every third video well, you know, the first 3 videos had one, then I upped the, you know, made it more opaque, more visible. This just got through my idea there, man. You should have had her shouty face in the background. Nah, Brozard. This is special because the ghost there, the ghost Michiru behind there, that gets a little more clearer and clearer. It's her other side, her other personality. I had to represent the other Michiru somehow in this, and I think this was just the most clever way to do it. Just have it like a ghost behind her kind of thing. That just gets clearer the more she, you know, shows up and we find out more. I didn't make it fully, but I you know, like fully, you know, opaque. But I think this is just good. She just gets a little more in focus as her route went on. This is probably the most clever thing I've done with my thumbnails. I love it so much. I love how I came up with this. All the other girls have theirs done and they're normal. They don't have anything special about them like that. Like, I'll just kind of quickly bring them all up. Like, there's Yumiko's. They don't got any special secrets hiding in them. I just realized while making all of these, Machina had fucking 20 streams dedicated to just her route, and I hate myself for that. Speaking of Machina, there's hers. You can see they're pretty much the same. I just changed the text and the girl that was standing in there. But, hey. I think they look fine. I think they look fine. And then Sachi. Again, I struggled to find the backgrounds. I struggled to find the backgrounds from the game. I was lucky I found the ones I did find and could, reasonably, connect them to a specific character. Each one is at least reasonably connected to the character they're in, so it's not just out of nowhere. It's like, why are we on the roof with Yumiko? Well, we spend a lot of time on the roof talking to her. It's her place to go to kind of vent, chill, and calm down. Why the courtyard? We see Sachi cleaning in the courtyard a lot. Why Makina in the bedroom? Because she shares that bedroom with Amane. Why Michiru at the cliffside? Because we have a lot of moments with her at that cliffside. And why Amane in the forest? Well, you know how much time we spent in the fucking forest and her backstory? That was quite a few streams. So, yeah, the fucking forest is definitely connected to her. So, I know I'm being, just self-serving by showing my own handiwork off, but I'm just so proud of these. And then for the common route, I went with just that. Which I think works fine. I think that works pretty good. So I'm happy with it. I'm happy. That's part of what I did today. I did a whole bunch of those thumbnails. I almost have all of them uploaded. I still have the entirety of Yumiko's to upload, and 3 more from Makina's to upload. I just got 3 more to go, because that's apparently when I reached the limit. Sachi, the gas mask girl. I love she with the mask. Yes, Sachi is the one that had the gas mask. Alright, I'll turn that away now, and we can get back to the current Grisaia, Labyrinth. So we're done fruit. We were done fruit a while ago. Quite a while ago, apparently. Alright. So, we are continuing on with good old Sachi's route. After story, I mean. Oh, yeah, also, very quickly, before I get into that again, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place today. Remember, y'all, with the command Spice, you just get the quick little info. We have our community call going, 50k channel points, and I will eat spicy noodles on stream, and also start playing through Cuphead. So, 2 levels of suffering on my part. Thank you for contributing, Brozard. Thank you, thank you. We are now at 48% of the way there. We're nearly halfway there, guys, and there's still a good 22 days to go. Yeah, you guys are gonna knock this out of the park. I've got 136k bananas just sitting here. Oh my god. I'm kind of glad Twitch limits it to 2,000 per person per day. Otherwise, so many people would be able to just complete these goals themselves. In a moment. My tea is freshly made, so it is very warm and feels really nice on my hands. In the mug. I'm not dipping my hand in tea. I'm not stupid. I can be dumb, but I'm not stupid. Random Star Wars fact. Okay. Alright. Brozard may know immediately what I'm about to talk about, potentially, because I just posted in a Discord he's also in the other day. Good old Grand Moff Tarkin, the man who is in charge of the Death Star, essentially the Emperor's right-hand man, more or less. Who's always, feels he's superior to everyone, and usually is. Turns out, he's gay, I guess. Or bi, potentially. I don't know if he has a wife or not. In a story, as part of a collection from a certain point of view, it talks of a stormtrooper, namely the stormtrooper whose armor Luke takes in A New Hope, kind of talking about the fact that he had a secret, intimate relationship with Tarkin. While in the actual story, it doesn't specify it's Tarkin. Everything they say about what they are doing, what kind of clearance and all that stuff they have, literally can only apply to Tarkin. So yeah, this good old man in charge of everything, the most powerful military in the galaxy had ever seen at that point, was having a secret affair with a lowly grunt. To the point, he basically wanted the grunt also to put on some kind of a, backwater planet top accent there. Make him sound a little more, I don't know, different. He literally had him fucking talking with, like, a Southern/Hick style accent whenever they had their little meetings. How did this all start? Well, very simply, the Stormtrooper had a little droid, maintenance droid, he was, kind of paired with, because he was actually part of, like, the maintenance division, but somehow a Stormtrooper? I don't know, don't ask. And at some point, he kind of, like, the droid took, like, a recording of him with his helmet off, for whatever reason, and then it bumped into Tarkin a little bit later, and that damaged it and made the recording go off, and I guess just seeing this quick recording of a random Stormtrooper with his helmet off made Tarkin's heart skip a beat. He wanted to know who he was exactly, and then that's when he invited him to his quarters to work on, essentially a hot tub. Essentially work on a space hot tub. But he had to take his armor off, because he didn't want to, track in the grease and dirt from his armor onto his new rugs. And of course, the droid had to have all of its memory deleted of every time they go to these little secret meetings with Tarkin. Tarkin even gave him a better position, especially on the Death Star, because he assumed it would be safer for him. So there you go. Just out of nowhere, Grand Moff Tarkin just had himself a little country playboy. Again, it wasn't specifically stated to be Tarkin, but literally everything he talks about this high-up official, it could only apply to Tarkin. Literally, it could only apply to Tarkin. So there you go. Star Wars is wild, guys. Star Wars is absolutely wild. Alright. Now we're back into Grisaia. 20 minutes and I finally get to actual Labyrinth here. We're continuing Sachi's afterstory. What has happened so far? Basically, more or less wedding prep? More or less wedding prep. It's like 2 weeks away or so from their actual wedding date. And Yuji's trying to change how he acts around her just to be, kinda more in line with what she wants kind of thing. To make her happy. And that involves him basically being dead-a. Saying really random sweet things. And not, like, forcing it. Like, just being really sweet and kind, cuddly, that kind of thing. It's interesting. He's kind of taken to it, and she's Sachi, so she's kind of getting a little unhinged about it, but whatever. And they also went wedding dress shopping. That was one of the last scenes we left off on. With Sachi, apparently, trying on literally every dress in the store. That's a thing. And then after that, they went on a cute little date to the old park they used to go to all the time. Just playing with the equipment there, just having, fun. Just having fun. It was actually really sweet. Things of note, though. When we started this, they were playing pretend about doing bomb disposal. But then we also later on got like a news report about someone leaving dummy bombs around the city. And then at one point, a dude approaches Yuji when him and Sachi are out and about and everyone's congratulating them on their upcoming wedding. And he's like, do you think you could protect this girl? Kind of thing. Just asking him really weird out of nowhere questions and then he fucks off. So I have a feeling he's gonna try and bomb their wedding. I don't know why. That's just what my gut's telling me. So, yeah. So we're just going to load up and continue on right where we left off and see how far we get. Fair assumption? Yeah. He just the way he kind of approached them and the timing of the bombing thing and everything. It's just, like, immediately after, like, the next scene after that was them sitting in the lobby, and then all of a sudden they talk about, you hear all this news about a guy leaving toy bombs everywhere. Alright, loading up. Okay, also, massive time skip. We were 2 weeks last time. Massive time skip. We were well, not massive. We were 2 weeks away last time. This scene jumped ahead to the day before. The day before the wedding, which is also her birthday. Oh, other side note. Yuji chose her birthday as their wedding date because he wants to have more positive things she can associate her birthday with, other than abandonment and her parents' getting into that accident. He wants to have more good than bad associated with her birthday for her. Just to help her just a tiny bit more. Which, good dude. He's actually being kind of a good dude. Closing the music box I retrieved from the workshop some time ago, I whisper a few words to it. My mother was a truly wonderful person. She was studious and athletic, a talented cook who was excellent at her job. Just like a sage, she really could do it all. Back when I was a child, I used to be very proud of the fact that my parents were both such powerful magicians. Oh my god. Yeah, she compared her father to a wizard and her mom a sage, just helping the wizard. Being able to kind of do what he does, but also being able to heal him at the same time. Because she apparently married her father to help him? I don't know what that's about. I don't know how that works, but whatever. Goes without saying, of course, that I love Yukun. No. The word love may no longer even be enough to express the depth of my feelings for him. He knows everything. He's profoundly strong and deeply kind, if a bit prone to teasing me. How could I not have fallen for him? And what's more, Yukun was also my first love. Oh my god. She's getting sappy with herself. It's surprising enough that he was willing to be my boyfriend, but as of tomorrow, he'll become my husband. My husband. The words have a pleasant ring to them. Perhaps I'll repeat them a few times. No. This is no time to be indulging myself. Just recently, Yukun stood in front of all of our friends and said he would protect me from any danger no matter what, even if it meant turning the world against him. I suppose that's proof just how much he cares. That makes me truly, sincerely happy. However, for that very reason,
好きになった人のことを自分が幸せにしてあげたい。そう考えるのは私のわがままなのかな。
she having some self-doubt.
はい、ご苦労様でした。
I'm gonna assume it's Yuji talking now, like thinking, narrating, probably. He does refer to her as Chizuru. I don't think she refers to her as Chizuru. I think Sachi would refer to her as just, Tachibana. Their fucking principal. Once Chizuru concludes her pleasantries and closes the door, the black luxury car slowly drives off into the distance.
ここまで来れば人目もそんなに気にしなくて平気でしょうから、風見くんも楽にして。
That's a relief. Having received Chizuru's permission, I reached up and loosened my school uniform's necktie, which I'd be wearing tighter than usual.
ごめんなさいね。結婚式の前日だっていうのに、こっちの用事に付き合わせちゃって。
Yeah, how dare you? Well, your business was an information session for the people interested in our wedding, so it's only natural that I'd help out.
そう言ってもらえると助かるわ。地域住民の方々もあなたたちの結婚式に参加できることを喜んでくれていたみたいだし。
After an old lady basically guilt-tripped Sachi into it. Yeah. Up until today, I only had a few people directly mention they'd like to participate in our wedding, usually when we were out shopping together. But nearly 100 interested locals showed up for the information session today. We had to draw lots to choose the 20 who'd ultimately be able to attend. It doesn't exactly feel bad to know there are so many people around town who want to celebrate our marriage with us. And apart from everything else, I still owe you for your help with that whole blowing up the school thing.
そうね。あの時私が背負ったリスクを全部返してもらおうと思ったら、これくらいじゃ全然足りないかもしれないわね。
Oh yeah, she still holds a grudge. She's still holding a grudge that we blew up her fucking school. God fucking damn it. God damn it. Thank you, Jake. Thank you so much for that. Ah, the good old Brooklyn-gasm. Right. Feel free to use me however you please.
あらそう？本人の了解も取れたことだし、それじゃあ早速。
Chizuru? I'm sure you know this even without a kid like me telling you, but it's important to distinguish between the things people say and what they really mean.
ちゃんとわかってます。でも、少しくらいはわがままを言わせてくれてもいいじゃない？小峰さんにはあんなに優しくできるんだから。
Well, you're not Sachi. Stop sulking. You're a grown woman. I'll tell JB to give you a bargain price on me if you ever need a bodyguard.
わかりました。近々地域フォーラムに出席する予定もあることですし、今回はそれで手を打つことにします。
Cashing in already, huh? Ah, nose. Well, guess a single bodyguarding job's a small price to pay for letting her get in getting her in a better mood. Where'd I get letting from? Still, hard to believe I'm actually getting married tomorrow.
まだ実感が湧かない？
Pretty much everything I'd heard about marriage was negative. Guys used to always talk about it being the end of your life, or mention how much their in-laws hated them. But now that it's my turn, everyone's all smiles and congratulations. Almost feels like it's been too easy, to be honest.
まあ、小峰さんの抱えていた問題を解決したっていう事実が一番の原因になっていると思うんだけど、小峰さんのおじさんは断る理由がないっていうくらい風見くんのことを信用してくれていたものね。
Guess I just got lucky then.
そうね。もし結婚しようと思った相手が榊さんや周防さんだったとしたら、きっとそんなことを口にする余裕すらなかったと思うわよ。
Oh, gee, it's almost like those are the two I more than likely got married to in their epilogues. Well, I know I got married to fucking Amane and hers. Sakaki, at the very least, they had a kid in the epilogue, so presumably they're married. Who knows? Probably not. The president of a giant conglomerate or a cook at a traditional restaurant wouldn't make for the friendliest father-in-laws. Hey, come on, come on. Amane's dad came around. You just literally had to beat the shit out of him. As he beat the shit out of you. He eventually came around. He liked you. You proved you could, you know, at least protect her that way, and you were going to try to make more money to support her. So that's, you know, that's something. As for fucking, oh, god damn it, Sakaki's dad, we all know how that goes. I mean, we literally have to destroy his life and business for him to eventually kind of make a turnaround and get therapy. And then he's able to kind of come around and be like, you know, okay. Things are still tense, they're never going to actually forgive him, but he could at least come around for dinners and stuff, and it won't be super awkward.
だったらスムーズに話が進んだことを感謝するべきじゃない？
Yeah, you're right.
そういえば、小峰さんの方は大丈夫？明日の準備とか。
The planning companies these days are pretty damn thorough. Once we made all our decisions, there wasn't a whole lot left for us to do. If anything, it's probably going to be tougher on you and JB, what with transporting us, walking Sachi down the aisle, and acting as the minister.
よかった。それなら、これからの時間は小峰さんのために使ってあげて。
You think she needs the attention?
ええ。あなたたちがお互いのことを信頼し合っているということは私もよく知っています。ですが、結婚前日ともなれば嫌でもいろいろと考えてしまうというもの。
Yeah, pre-wedding jitters. You think there's a chance Sachi might get cold feet?
それはわからないけれど、注意してあげることに越したことはないはずよ。
Right. I'm not sure I believe people always have second thoughts right before their marriage, but I have to admit the possibility concerns me. Recently, I've noticed her looking a bit melancholy every once in a while. There's definitely something on her mind that's bothering her. For a while there, she felt guilty about her own happiness, given that her mother's still in the hospital and isn't getting better. But I'm fairly sure her current concerns are about something else entirely. I don't know what it is exactly, but that doesn't mean I can just leave this alone.
今日はいい時短と足湯いわね。ジャッジ。
Oh my god, Michiru.
ジャッジといえば南米の女子新体操選手の顔が思い浮かびますがそれが何か？
ああ、今ね、レオタードの人の話はどうでもいいのよ。このままじゃ暑さで私が干からびちゃいそうだから、なんかで気を紛らわせてちょうだいって話でしょ。
なるほど、理解しました。そういうことでしたら早口言葉の練習などはいかが
Why
で
a
しょう？
tongue twister?
ああ、早口言葉いいじゃない。なんか頭良くなりそうだし。
乗り気になっていただけたようで何よりです。では最初のお題はにゃんこ孫にゃんこひ孫にゃんこでいきましょう。
Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers.
ああ、にゃんこね。にゃんこはいいわよね。やつと違って可愛いし。
Wow.
ゆうくんは可愛くないといった部分は後で訂正してもらいますが、暑さでこれ以上脳みそが溶け出さないうちにどうぞ。
よし、いくわよ。
Alright, let's see how she fucks it up.
やっぱりやめておきましょう。
なんでよ。
自分で出題しておいてなんですが、なんだかとてもアダルトなセリフを絶叫することになる予感がしました。
意味わかんない。
っていうか、やってみなきゃわかんないじゃん。
Oh dear, this is not gonna go well. I come back to the dorm in something of a rush, only to find the object of my concern engaged in a comic skit of some sort. I have to say, I feel a bit stupid for worrying. Alright, this is something I gotta say. Michiru, my friend, no matter how the hormones may be raging through your youthful body, I'd recommend against shouting obscenities for no reason.
あ、ユージ。私は別に絶叫したいわけじゃなくて、ただ暇つぶしがしたかっただけなんだから。旦那、それならあっしにいい考えがありやすぜ。たっだいま。
Amane and Makina walked through the door and directly into our conversation, plastic bags dangling from their hands.
あれ、あんたたちもう帰ってきたの？ああ、本当は河川敷の方まで足を伸ばすつもりだったんだけど、外が暑くってね。
Smart.
商店街で買い物して帰ってきちゃった。
Smart.
そういうわけで、これ、みちるの分のアイス。
Ooh, ice cream.
さすがマネ。持つべきは気が利く寮母のおばさんよね。
Did you really just call her an old lady?
おばさんちゃうわ。せめてお姉さんって言いなさい。
So, what's this perfect idea of yours, Makina?
ああ、チルチルが暇つぶしをご所望ということなら、婚前シンクロクイズを推薦するのよさ。
Uh-huh.
ああ、かの有名な婚前シンクロクイズね。
Michiru, stop pretending like you know what that is.
結婚式が明日に迫っているというのに、なんかいつもと変わんねえから、どんだけお兄ちゃんとサッチンの息が合ってるのかを試すのよさ。
I see. Sounds interesting, I suppose.
結婚というものを自分に意識させるいい機会かもしれませんね。ふいひひひ、そんなこと言っていいのかい？
What stupid twist do you have planned, Makina?
思わぬ相性の不一致が発覚して、成田離婚ならぬ婚前離婚になっちゃっても知らないんだぜ。
A prenuptial divorce. Oh, God. Prenuptial divorce is something. Oh my God. Nice try. We'll sweep away that doubt and make our bond even stronger than before.
ゆうくんの言う通りです。私たちの認識が接着剤でくっつけた10円玉よりぴったりなところを見せつけてやりましょう。ほっほう、さっちゃんも言うわね。だったらその言葉を証明してもらおうじゃないの。ほんじゃあこれ私が考えておいた問題な。ちょっとマキナ、用意が良すぎると怪しまれるでしょ。
Huh?
じゃあまずは簡単なところから行かせてもらうけど、二人とも準備はいいわね。
Whenever you are.
お願いします。それでは第1問。じゃじゃん。サチが一番好きな動物といえば？
That would be sharks.
ですが、たくさんいるサメの中でもサチが一番好きなサメは何でしょう？
Oh! Her favorite kind of shark? Oh, crap. I know the reason why Sachi developed her fondness for sharks, but I don't remember hearing anything about her favorite species. I can't think of any obvious hints from what I remember of our conversations either. And she's got quite a wide selection of stuffed sharks in her locker.
大丈夫です、ゆうくん。落ち着いて考えればすぐにわかります。
Also, the chibi style is actually adorable still. We've seen it a lot. I always thought it was adorable, but something about Sachi's chibi there is actually really goddamn cute. It is just, like, extra cute today. No, it's not Misa from Death Note. No, it's not Misa. Sachi best character? I respectfully disagree. Respectfully disagree. Think it over calmly, huh? Did you really just have a new type Flash? This is the new type sounding Gundam. I get it. On her first day at the beach, Sachi chose a particular species from the many different varieties of shark floats. But considering that she qualified her decision by saying it felt right today, it's probably safe to say the other finalist was her actual favorite. Alright, I have my answer.
ではご両人、張り切って答えをどうぞ。ヨシキリザメです。
Oh, he said hammerhead.
ぷっぷー。はい、残念、外れでした。サービス問題がまさかの不正解とは、なかなか意外な結果になったのよさ。
Incidentally, why is that your favorite shark?
ヨシキリザメは英語だとブルーシャークと呼ばれ、背中の色鮮やかなブルーが愛好者の中でも人気の高いサメさんなんです。
Okay.
というか、ミチル様はなんでちょっと嬉しそうなんですか？え？いやいや、
Oh my
ここで何か間違いが起これば私たちにもまだチャンスがあるかもとか、そういうことは全く考えてないから。
Michiru.
ごめん、本音がダダ漏れだから。そこの話はもう広げなくてもいいでしょ。ほら、さっさと次の問題に行くわよ。今の問題は私の趣味趣向に偏りすぎていたところがありましたからね。ぬふふ、そいつはどうかな。じゃあ続いて第2問。
Alright, let's hear it.
ででん。夫婦には専業主婦や共働きのように様々な形があると思いますが、
Okay.
2人が考えている理想の夫婦像を教えてください。
Ooh. This just sounds like a questionnaire at this point.
その割には聞いてくる内容は安易な気持ちで答えづらいという。そうなのよ。きっと答えが長くなると思うから、あらかじめ用意したこのフリップに書いてほしいのよさ。まさかさっき100円ショップに寄ってたのってこのためだったの？というわけで3分待ってから答え合わせするからね。はい、じゃあ3分経ったからまずはユージからね。
Okay. Let's see what he thinks is the best system. Alright. My thoughts are on the matter are pretty simple, but I think a man should provide for his family, and his wife should take care of the household. Men are simple animals. As long as there's a good dinner waiting for them at home, they'll come back every night instead of going out and wasting their money.
ふむふむ。お兄ちゃんは意外に古風な考え方してんだな。
Oh no. She's of the two separate career thing.
じゃあ続けてサチの方の答えを聞いてみましょうか。はい、私はお父さんとお母さんが同じことをしているというのが理想ですね。それが自営業でも会社のお仕事でもいいのですが、2人が同じ目線でいてこそ得られるものもあると思うんです。ってことは、ユージは専業主婦でさっちゃんは共働きを望んでるってことよね。つまりこの問題も不一致ってこと？
Guys, you're just creating conflict. That's all they're doing right now. They're creating conflict the day before the wedding.
あれてっきりここら辺の話はもう意思の疎通がなされていると思ってたんだけど。
Everyone has their ideals, but it's not like Sachi and I are that determined to have our own way on this.
というより、こういう話をしたこと自体初めてかもしれませんね。
Right. We have talked a lot about having a single kid and spoiling them rotten, but not so much about work.
そう。なんだかちょっと雲行きが怪しくなってきた気がするんだけど。
Yeah, good job, Michi.
そろそろやめておく。
Good job, Michiru. Good job, Machina. You guys fucked it up. You guys are fucking things up.
その必要はありません。次こそぴったりくっついた五円玉のように。
Hey, Nichols. How's it going?
まあ、サチがそう言うならいいんだけど。
No. Thank you for contributing to the challenge, Nichols. Alright. Seen it right there, guys. We're now 52% of the way there. We are just over halfway finished. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely be having these spicy noodles and playing Cuphead. Yes. I'm definitely gonna be doing both of those things. And we could all thank Nichols the Name for that, because they're the one that actually gave me Cuphead. They bought it for me for Christmas. Which is super sweet of them, so you guys absolutely do need to check them out, because, I mean, they're just absolutely amazing. They're really, really kind. I'm glad they're a friend of mine. You're welcome, Nichols. You're welcome. Nose. At first, I was a little uncertain of what this spontaneous quiz show was all about. It seems like they wanted to get us fired up for tomorrow. They're not exactly living up to their expectations so far, but I don't see a reason why we can't proceed.
それでは次が最後の問題になります。はい。
Oh boy, they have not been in sync at all with any of these questions, have they? So much for that. After going through a number of additional questions, we still haven't managed to come up with the same answer even once. By now, the confidence has completely faded from Sachi's voice. Michiru and Amane are starting to look uncomfortable as well. Seems like they feel a little guilty about making things awkward.
最後はもしもシリーズね。もしもシリーズ？
もしこんなことが起こったらどうするっていう感じの問題なのよさ。
実際はもし自分たちがデートをしている施設に強盗犯が逃げ込んでしまったらどうしますかって問題ね。
Oh boy. I see. You want to know how we'd react in the face of danger, essentially?
そうみたいだけど、あまり現実味のない話だし、この問題はパスでも。確かに、実際には遭遇しづらいシチュエーションかもしれません。ですが、この問題に挑戦させてください。私は別に構わないけど。ゆうくんもお願いします。
Well, I don't think Sachi's confident this will go any better than the other problems, but her face is deadly serious. I guess she has her reasons. Alright, let's continue.
じゃあ1問目と同じようにせーので答えてもらうけど、答えはもう決まってるの？
I'm good to go.
私も大丈夫です。
Oh boy.
そういうことなら 一斉に答えをどうぞ。ゆうくんと一緒に
I would
代償
neutralize
を
the.
無力化
Oh,
します。
I'd get Sachi somewhere safe. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Wow. Yeah, this was supposed to be a tee-hee-ha funny game to see them have the right answers. You know, not the right answers, the same answers for every question. They have failed everything. I think this is also the day before the wedding also, Nichols. This is the day before their wedding. And then this is happening. They are not in sync in any way, shape, or form. That's gonna put a damper on everything. It also shows their mindsets a lot. She wants to be with him at all times and help him at all times. She wants to be an equal partner. He sees her as... doesn't actually see her as equal. It's, I'd get her somewhere safe first, and obviously his next step would be neutralize the threat myself. Eesh. Oh dear.
やっぱりと言ってはなんだけど、これも不正解だったね。そうですね。だからってあまり気にすることはないわよ。
Yeah, okay. You say that. But how do you think she's feeling right now? Sachi sounds devastated.
ユージとサチがいいコンビだってことは私たちが知ってるんだから。
She doesn't think so anymore.
サチ？私たちの声聞こえてる？
大丈夫。ちゃんと聞こえてるよ。
Yeah, she's not. She is. No.
そう？それならいいんだけど。
Whatever Sachi says, it's pretty obvious she's too shocked to think straight. Even worse, her face actually seems to be going pale. I shouldn't just ignore this. You know, there's still something the two of us need to decide on before tomorrow. Sorry to be so abrupt, but do you mind if I borrow Sachi for a bit?
ああ、うん。それはもちろん。
Appreciate it. Come on, Sachi. Let's go.
はい。
Interrupting the quiz a little forcefully, I take Sachi by the hand and lead her out of the dorm.
今のってユージが気を利かせてサチを連れて行ったのよね。
Yep.
サッチャも思い詰めたような顔してたし、ちょっとやりすぎちゃったかもしれないわね。
もしそうだとしたら私が悪いのよ。私があんな問題を作ったから。
それを言うなら途中でクイズを止めなかった私だって。何が悪かったの？榊さん。小峰さんと風見くんがいないみたいだけれど、もしかしてそれと何か関係が？
Yeah.
良くないことが起こったのは一目瞭然なんだし、何があったのか詳しく聞かせてちょうだい。実はこの前マキナと話してたら、もうすぐ結婚式だっていうのに、ユージとサチっていつもと全然変わらないわよねって話になって。
But they don't actually think the same.
私たちでもっと結婚ムードを盛り上げちゃおうぜってところから二人のシンクロ度を試すクイズを考えたんだけど、
いざ問題を出してみたらびっくりするくらい ユージとサチの答えが合わなくて。
最後の問題の答え合わせをした後にサッチンがショックを受けちゃったみたいなのよさ。
呆れた。スオーさんがついていながら
の
どうしてそんなことになったのよ。ごめん、今回ばかりは榊さんの言う通り、私がもっとさっちゃんの気持ちを考えてあげるべきだった。そうね、小峰さんは結婚式を明日に控えていろいろとナイーブになっているはず。
Oh boy.
本来ならそれをケアしてあげるのが私たちの役目だというのに、お互いの意識を確かめ合うクイズなんてうかつすぎるわ。それは結果的にサチを傷つけることになっちゃったのは
Good,
悪い
yeah.
と思ってるわよ。
Honestly, yeah, but also at the same time, this is definitely something they kind of had to talk about at some point.
でも私たちは私たちなりに二人の結婚を祝福しようと思ってたことだけは信じてほしい。
Yeah, they didn't have actually any malicious intent. It just didn't turn out that well.
そうやって二人は結婚するんだ。だから諦めなきゃいけないんだって自分に言い聞かせようと思ってたんだから。みちる、
私だってチルチルと同じ気持ちなのよさ。
So it was to hype up their wedding, but also give themselves closure.
心の整理が必要なのは小峰さんと風見くんに限った話ではないということよね。
Okay, now all of a sudden we're back to happy times? Huh. Yeah, a lot to unpack there. That was uncomfy. That was definitely uncomfy. Oh boy. I gotta go to the bathroom quick, and then we'll continue on. Just, oh my god. That has gotta be one of the worst things that could happen the day before your wedding. To find out you guys don't think the same at all. Nothing matches up. So yeah, I'll be right back. And I am back. So let's continue on and see what the hell happened after that rough experience. That place had some good soy cake, didn't it?
あれはシフォンケーキですね。特別にレシピを教えていただくことができましたので、私も今度作ってみたいと思います。
On the simple assumption that nothing cheers a woman up like something sweet, I sought out refuge in a nearby bakery cafe. Apparently the plan worked. It didn't take long for Sachi to get back to normal, and we're currently strolling along the shore together. Come to think of it, it's been a while since the last time we walked hand in hand like this.
そうですね。ゆうくんと手をつなげるのは嬉しいのですが、明日までに決めておくことというのは。
Before that, are you thirsty after all that cake, Sachi? We could stop by another cafe and order some tea if you want.
なぜでしょう。今日はゆうくんがとても優しいです。
What a strange thing to say. I'm always kind, aren't I?
そうですね。ゆうくんはとても優しいです。でも自分でそういうことを言ってしまう人には私も思わずわがままを言ってしまいたくなります。
Not a problem. Right now, I'm feeling even more generous than usual.
そういうことならぜひ行ってみたいところがあるんです。
A certain place? Where?
私が行きたいのは去年の夏にゆうくんとデートをしたあの海水浴場です。
To the beach. Well, it's certainly a lot cooler out by the ocean.
それに相変わらず綺麗な夕焼けです。
Yeah. We came out to the beach at Sachi's request, but there's still something bothering me. That serious expression on her face when they were giving us the final problem? If that had something to do with those flashes of melancholy I've noticed lately, there's a possibility this might be more serious than a simple case of cold feet. Anyway, we came all this way. I know we don't have any swimwear, but want to go out there for a rematch?
それはとても魅力的な提案なのですが、日も落ち始めていますし、今日はゆっくり波打ち際を歩きませんか？
You're saying something awfully saying some awfully girly things today, Sachi.
ゆうくんはおかしなことを言いますね。私は常日頃から乙女心丸出し状態じゃないですか。
I suppose. It's not impossible to imagine a girl Sachi's age sulking over a quiz that went poorly. But I know Sachi well enough to say that she wouldn't lose her calm over something so minor. You feeling a little more calm now?
はい。ゆうくんのおかげでしっかりと自分の考えをまとめることができました。
Alright then. So why'd you lose your cool back there? You couldn't even hear what the others were saying to you. It wasn't because our answers to that quiz didn't match up, was it?
いいえ、そのまさかです。私は自分の答えがゆうくんと合わなかったことがショックだったんです。
Say what?
と言っても好きなサメさんを当ててもらえなかったとか、海派と山派だったとか、そういう部分の話ではありません。お互いがお互いに求めているもの。言ってみれば幸せの形と呼べるようなものにズレが生じていたことが思った以上にショックだったんです。
So that's why you took that last question so seriously?
はい。
don't want to expose Sachi to danger. And Sachi wants to be more useful to me than before. We'd only vaguely been conscious on this discrepancy until now, and I guess that quiz made it apparent just how different our perspectives are.
でも答えが合わなかったのも当然なんですよね。
Because we haven't even talked this over before?
はい。ですから私は自分の気持ちを
Oh.
包み隠さずお話しすることに決めました。
This is a conversation they should have had, you know, that isn't the day before their wedding? With that announcement, Sachi hands me a single envelope. What's this?
開けてみてください。
Inside the envelope, I find a number of official-looking documents. An application for a nursing school?
それは9月の頭にあった進路希望調査の際に学園長さんにお願いして取り寄せてもらったものです。それが学園の所有者である東浜グループの力か学園長さんのコネクションによるものなのかは分かりませんが、美浜学園はいろいろな進学先に融通が利くらしく、今の私の成績なら学費が免除になる特待生枠での入学も可能だそうです。
Well, that's a plus. In other words, you're planning to enroll at this school after you graduate from Mihama?
それはまだわかりません。私の人生はもう私一人のものではありませんから、進路だってちゃんと話し合ってお互い納得した上で確定させたい。そんな思いから今日はずっとその資料を持ち歩いていたんです。
You did?
はい。何の相談もなしにいきなりこんな話をされて、ゆうくんもびっくりしていると思いますが、私は思い出の公園でゆうくんのプロポーズを受けた時から自分の進むべき道についてずっと考えていました。私の考える幸せは何か、自分はゆうくんに何がしてあげられるのか。
So you're saying we need to have a real discussion about this.
ご明察です。ゆうくんは話そうとしませんし、私も無理に聞き出そうとは思いませんが、ゆうくんはきっと
Yeah,
自
very.
分の命を危険にさらすような
dangerous.
仕事をしている。
It's a government assassin.
そのことは仕事先の上司である春寺さんはもちろん学園長さんも知っていることだと思いますが、ゆうくんの並外れた知識量と身体能力の高さを考えればおぼろげに想像はついてしまいますから。
Yeah, I guess you would. That dummy business card JB handed her would probably be enough to arouse some suspicions. And given the way I'm called out to jobs in the middle of class or late at night, I suppose it's all too obvious that I'm not exactly working an honest job.
私が爆発物に対する知識を身につけようと思ったのは、そういう部分でも役に立てることがあればと考えてのことですし、同じ舞台に立つことが許されないのなら、いつでもゆうくんの元に駆けつけてどんな怪我でも治してあげられる人になりたいって、そう考えたからなんです。
Wait, that's why you're thinking about nursing school?
はい。そんなことを理由に進路を決めるのは安直な考えだ。子供の夢だって周りの人は思うかもしれません。でもそのことをいくら笑われたって構わないんです。だって私が自分で決めた夢なんですから。
As she speaks these words, Sachi's face blossoms into a smile. But even as she beams up at me, there's a painfully earnest look in her eyes. Don't worry. I don't think anyone who knows you would laugh at that dream. And I know I've said this a dozen times before, but you're really a pretty talented person. Using the strength and knowledge you've gained through hard work, you inevitably accomplish what you set out to do. That's the Komine Sachi I know.
Yuku.
In other words, if you really wanted to, you'd probably be capable of working the same job I do. Honestly, that's exactly the reason I wanted to keep our training in the realm of make-believe. I guess I was just assuming that the happiness you wanted was the same as everyone else's. But that wasn't the case, was it?
はい。
Hypothetically, if I were to accept, if I started relying on you even more than I do now, life might get a good deal less normal for you. Would that make any difference in how you feel about the matter?
はい。不安な気持ちを抱えたまま、ただゆうくんの帰りを待っているよりは、100万倍マシですから。
I see. Well, this is a hell of a thing to deal with the night before your wedding. I've clearly chosen myself one remarkable wife. But it's my fault, really. I let myself enjoy the comfortable romance of our relationship, and avoided the messy issues we really should have discussed by now. Whatever. No point dwelling on where things went wrong. That just isn't what's important right now. When Sachi asked me to teach her about explosives, when she told me she wants to learn how to tend my wounds, what were the thoughts that ran through my head? Was it, what a nuisance, I need to make her reconsider? Of course not. Her words made me happy. Plain and simple. Sachi understands who I am, and the idea of helping me makes her happy. Knowing that filled me with joy and affection for her. What reason is there to hesitate then? In that case, there's a place I need to take you.
連れて行くって、どこへですか?
You'll know soon enough, but there isn't much time. Let's hurry.
はい。
After hurrying onto a bus that takes us to the nearest station, we head over to the hospital where Sachi's mother sleeps. Looks like we managed to make it in time.
面会の時間には間に合いましたけど、でも、どうして？
I've got something I really need to say to your mother, that's why. With this explanation, I push open the door to a familiar hospital room.
お母さん。
Sachi's mother is lying inside, looking just the same she did the last time we visited. My apologies for stopping by so late. However, there's something I absolutely needed to tell you today. Signaling Sachi to wait at the entrance of the room, I gazed directly down at her mother.
Let's game! Make the game! What's your game? What's your name? I'm a Kamen Rider.
That's what he had to tell her, guys! That's what he had to tell her! Oh my god. Oh, thank you, Nick. Thank you so much for that. That's the important thing he had to tell her. He's a Kamen Rider. That should have been turned down a bit, though, from what it used to be. I hope it wasn't too loud, because it is turned down a lot now. It is turned down a lot compared to what it was before, which actually had artificially boosted. But it's turned down a bit. If I gotta turn it down a little more, I'll turn it down a little more. Just let me know. I'm very sorry. It seems I'm going to be causing you a great deal of worry from now on. I wanted to give you the peace of mind to focus solely on getting better. It was one of the reasons I decided to keep Sachi safe, no matter what. However, I can't promise you that any longer. Up until now, I thought my role as a husband would be to provide for my wife, allowing her to focus on the household. And I was under the impression that Sachi wanted a normal relationship of that sort as well. But today, when I actually asked Sachi how she feels about this, I realized I'd just been putting words in her mouth. Sachi told me she wants to be useful to me. She wants to be at my side, even if it might mean facing some danger. And now that I think about it, that strength is a big part of the reason I decided to marry her in the first place.
Yu-kun.
In other words, there's no reason for either of us to hesitate. By making this decision, I may well be giving you cause for concern. So before we spoke our vows, I wanted to inform you directly. Of course, Sachi's mother isn't about to give us her opinions on what I'm proposing. But this is a way of strengthening my own resolve, and I do think I owe this woman an explanation. On the day that we entered that workshop, I witnessed genuine love. My respect for Sachi's parents is sincere. And right now, this is probably my only means of expressing it.
でも、ゆうくんはそれでいいんですか？
ん？
私の気持ちを考えてくれるのは嬉しいのですが、それではゆうくんが遠慮してしまうことになりませんか？
Seems you're misunderstanding things slightly, Sachi. It's true that I'm accepting your request in full, but that doesn't mean I'm giving up on what I wanted.
でも、
The only thing I want is for you to be yourself, Sachi. And that means I've got no interest in pushing you into a normal life against your wishes.
それは...
Alright, let me put it this way. What if it made me happy to hear that you wanted to help me? I don't see a problem here. Do you?
というより、ゆうくんは本当に意地悪だということが分かりました。ゆうくんが私のことを考えてくれているように、私だってゆうくんの幸せを望んでいるんですから。
Right. We both care deeply about each other. That's why she wants to be at my side. And that's why I want to make her happy. Well, now that we've sorted out our feelings, I think I'm going to propose to you for a second time. In retrospect, that discussion at the park wasn't really much of a proposal. If possible, I'd like to have something a bit better for us to remember.
わかりました。ゆうくんにそういう考えがあるなら、私も慎んでお受けします。
Thank you. Taking a deep breath, I straightened my posture and stared directly into Sachi's eyes. You're the only woman I want to spend the rest of my life with. Will you marry me, Sachi?
はい。私、小峰幸は、どこまでもゆうくんについていきます。
I have my ideas about how I want things to be. But of course, Sachi has her own thoughts as well. We've only been a couple for a year, so reading each other's minds is still a bit tricky at times. And because of that, small misunderstandings are sometimes going to grow into genuine problems. In that sense, it's probably fortunate that we managed to have this conversation on the day before our ceremony. On that note, ma'am, I'm going to make a promise to you. I'll make Sachi happy, no matter what.
私も、お母さんみたいに強くて優しいお母さんになって、ゆうくんを精一杯支えてみせるから。
ありがとう。
Did her mom just speak?
セーブしますか？
I wasn't expecting that. Oh, man. That was too good. That was actually really goddamn sweet. Wasn't expecting the mom to just say something. Even if she didn't actually say it, and it was just one of those, you know, symbolic type things. Still. After returning to the dorm, we apologized to the others for running off so suddenly. Michiru and company respond with an apology of their own, and we agree to put the matter behind us. Sachi did understand that they meant well with that quiz, so I told myself I wasn't that worried. But in the end, I find myself heaving an embarrassingly loud sigh of relief when I notice her playing around with Machina in the lobby after dinner. Will you be my Kamen Rider? Oh my god. I mean, I do have a plethora of belts. I do have a plethora of belts. I have the Delta Driver, the Gamer Driver, the Mach Driver, the Drive Driver, and the Fies Driver. And with the good old Mach Driver, I have the two signal bikes to be either Mach or Chaser. And with the Gamer Driver, I have enough of the gadgets to be either one of the four primaries. You know, X-Aid, Brave, Snipe, or Laser. So I'm all set. I have a multitude of riders I could become for you. I used to have the Sengoku and Genesis drivers as well, and a lot of the lock seeds that go to it. I used to have the Kaiser driver, and I used to have the Beast driver. But I kind of got rid of most of those ones during kind of one of the cleaning, get rid of things fits, just to kind of deal with the mood. I'm regretting it now, though. The Sengoku driver especially, because those things are not cheap to get now. And even then, when I did get them, it wasn't cheap. Hell, drivers in general are not cheap to get anymore. It sucks. I guess a little pre-marriage angst isn't the worst thing in the world. At the very least, it helped me realize just how much our daily routine here means to me. Still, this is a little strange. Granted, there was an unfortunate incident this afternoon. But it's the night before a once-in-a-lifetime event, and our supremely meddlesome friends don't seem to be taking action of any kind. That's so unusual that it's actually making me anxious. I guess Sakaki has been trying to keep them under control lately. Even so, it's just far too quiet. Yeah, that's a little fuck up there. Just as I'm beginning to sweat from tension, there's a knock at my door. It's clear from the sound of it that it isn't one of Makina or Michiru's surprise raids. Hey, you, Sachi? Come in.
はいそれでは失礼します
Sachi responds with an unusual hint of nervousness in her voice, and then enters my room with a tote bag in her hand. What's up? Is there something you want to ask me about tomorrow?
いえそういうわけでもないのですがお風呂上がりにみちる様の髪を言っていたところあのさサチ今日はそのシュヤってやつなんでしょ
Oh.
だったらあいつのところに行きなさいよ
Oh, okay.
と促されまして
Oh. That's quite an impressive imitation of her voice. But in Japan, I'm pretty sure a wedding night refers to the night after your ceremony.
そうなんですおそらく気を利かせてくれたんだと思いますが肝心なところでミスをしてしまうところがみちる様らしいですよね
Yeah, she's my adorable little fuck up. Alright. I should probably be grateful that the girl at least tried to approach this like an adult, rather than letting out her nervous energy by bursting in here and yapping at me.
でもみちる様がきっかけをくれたおかげで私もゆうくんの部屋を訪ねることができました
What do you mean?
実は私いろいろ悩んでいたんです
About our marriage, you mean?
きっと突き詰めればそういうことになるんだと思いますがお母さんの病状のことや進路のことそして自分が本当にゆうくんのお嫁さんにふさわしいのかどうかとか
I see.
いろいろです
I see. Sounds like a pretty classic case of cold feet, honestly.
そうですねでも私が抱えていた不安はゆうくんが全部吹き飛ばしてくれました
If you say so. Can't say I remember doing anything in particular.
今日もう一度私にプロポーズをしてくれたじゃないですか
Was that enough to dispel your fears?
はい今のゆうくんの気持ちが聞けたことで私がゆうくんのお嫁さんでいいんだって思うことができましたし考えが変わったことをちゃんとお母さんにも伝えてくれたこと私本当に嬉しかったんです
You were?
はいですから私が感じた
Oh.
ありがとうという気持ちをゆうくんにお見せしたいんです
I see where this is going. I see where this is going. With that remark, Sachi fixes me with a steady, wistful gaze. It's clear enough what she means. There's no need to make her spell it out. Alright, Sachi. Feel free to demonstrate your feelings however you like.
ありがとうございますでは少しだけ準備に時間がかかりますのでゆうくんはベッドの上に座って
I
目をつむっていてください
swear to God, game. I swear to God. If you do what I think you're going to do. I mean, I don't have it, you know, appearing, because I can't. I don't have the uncensored version, but you never know what can slip through the cracks. You never fucking know. I don't mind, but I thought this kind of thing was more a Mane's specialty.
違います。そういう意味で言ったんじゃありません。と言っても、そういうプレイに興味があるとい
Oh
うな
my
ら、
god.
私はいつでもチャレンジャーでいたい気持ちではあるのですが。で、今はそういう話じゃないんです。
Alright, alright. After thoroughly enjoying the sight of Sachi's flustered face, I obediently sit down on my bed and close my eyes. How's this?
はい。すみませんが、もう少しだけ待っていてくださいね。
Even as we speak, I can hear the soft sound of rustling clothes. It's safe to assume that Sachi had some sort of outfit inside that bag she brought with her.
準備が整いましたので、それでは失礼させていただきます。
Okay, I don't know what to expect here. This oddly formal announcement is accompanied by the sound of Sachi flicking the room's light switch.
もう目は開けてもいいですよ。
Alright. Oh. Okay. Okay, I kind of wish I had a full body shot of that, but that looks cute. When I open my eyes, I find Sachi sitting before me in an unfamiliar nightgown. That outfit.
ウェディングドレスを選んでいた時に見つけたものなのですが、いわゆる初夜用の勝負衣装なんだそうです。
So what's it doing here?
実は一目見てこの衣装のことも気に入ってしまって、それを見ていたプランナーさんたちが、じゃあこれは私たちからのお祝いですとサービスでプレゼントしてくれたんです。
I see. Guess I got something out of waiting for that fashion show to end after all.
はい。ウェディングドレスに関しては、私のわがままを一方的に聞き入れてもらう形になりましたから、そのお返しと言ってはなんですが、この衣装を着た私をお見せするのは、世界中でゆうくんただ一人だけです。
That's kind of a pleasant thought. Looks great on you too. Reminds me a bit of your maid uniforms.
本当ですか?
Yeah. Pretty sexy too. It's got my blood pumping.
そう思ったのなら、
And there it is.
私のことを抱いてください。彼氏と彼女でいられる最後の日に、結婚式を挙げる前から私はもうゆうくんのものなんだって、そう私に教えてください。
Right. Sachi. Softly speaking her name, I pull Sachi into my arms. Without another word, we begin to touch each other. Okay, this is gonna get a little weird. This warmth in my arms belongs to the woman I'll be spending the rest of my life with. And tonight, I'll burn that knowledge into my body. And then they fucked. Okay, let's see what percentage that is. Oh, shit. 2/3 of the way through the route. Alright, cool. Yeah, I can go a little bit longer. We'll see how far we can get. Morning's here. I open my eyes at the usual time, then take a few minutes to let my mind wake itself up. Same routine as always. However, today is going to be anything but an ordinary day for me. Our relationships changed a lot over time. From childhood friends to classmates, from classmates to lovers. And now from lovers to husband and wife. After today's ceremony, Sachi and I will be husband and wife. Shouldn't be a problem. By giving voice to my thoughts, I verify that the words feel natural to my own ears. A change in your position requires taking on all sorts of new responsibilities. That applies to work and relationships alike. Just as a superior has an obligation to protect their subordinates, a husband's obligated to protect his wife. Alright then. I need to believe in myself. And become a husband worthy of the trust Sachi's placed in me. From now on, it's up to me to help Sachi find happiness in her life. Just as my master, Asako, once helped me. Reflecting on the responsibility I've accepted, I glance over to the other side of the bed, only to find that Sachi's already disappeared. At this point, I finally remember that we agreed to leave the dorms separately today. Still, if Sachi was a spy from some foreign power, I'd be dead 100 times over by now. Damn right you would! Come to think of it, back when she first started staying over in my room, I used to wake up every time she even stirred. I even remember her making unfair complaints to the effect of, "It'd be cuter if you would let me wake you up once in a while." But by now, I don't even notice when she slips out of my bed. In other words, my body's somehow come to recognize that Sachi's no threat to me. Anyway, might as well start off with my daily routine. Slapping my cheeks to try and bring myself back down to earth, I promptly leave my room. Going for your run.
おはよう。昨日はよく眠れた？新郎さん。
Hi, JB. It's been a while. As I open the front door, a remarkably shaggy head of hair appears before my eyes. Sorry? Seems like I got the wrong building.
ここで会ってるわよ。今日は私がユージを式場まで送っていくことになっていたでしょ。
Come to think of it, that's right.
久しぶりに会って最初のセリフがそれってどうなの？
Don't get all irritable. If you throw off your menstrual cycle, it'll be harder to notice when you miss a period.
余計なお世話よ。まったくもう、ついでに朝ごはんも作ってあげるから、あなたはお風呂にでも入ってきなさいな。
You want me to show up to my ceremony with an upset stomach? What did I do to deserve this?
あなたね、私が一度でもそんな料理を作ったことがある？いいからさっさと行ってきなさい。
As I catch the bath towel JB tosses at me, I find myself reflecting on the truth of my master's words. Specifically, when a woman wants to pamper you, you better off shutting your mouth and letting her do as she pleases. When I return from the grand bathroom a little while later, I find JB rummaging through my refrigerator with an apron on over her suit.
食材から考えると、エッグトーストにジャーマンポテト、それにビスソワーズって感じになりそうだけど、問題ない？
Yeah, classic German breakfast. Dump some potatoes in your belly and at least you won't starve, right?
そんなことばっかり言ってると、いつかドイツ人にぶっ飛ばされるわよ。
For once, JB doesn't really take the bait. And soon enough, there's a mouth-watering smell wafting from my kitchen. Come to think of it, it's been a long time since I've watched her cook like this. When I was paralyzed by the shock of Asako's death, JB took me into her own apartment and looked after me for months. Yeah, we saw that. We saw part of that. Her job's demanding enough that all-nighters are almost routine, but while I was staying with her, she came home every single night to cook me a meal. At the time, I was so worn out that I probably would have starved myself to death if she hadn't pestered me to eat. Honestly, my memories of that period are pretty vague. Even so, seeing her standing in the kitchen in that suit reminds me vividly of those sad smiles she used to give me. Yeah, we saw all that during, Yuji's route. This entire past. Everything with Asako did not really go well after. Oh boy, oh boy. Nice yawn there. Hey, JB?
すぐにできるから、おとなしく待ってなさい。
Sure. JB cuts me off in a tone of voice so gentle that it almost seems like she's read my mind. And so, I decide to watch her work in silence.
どうぞ、召し上がれ。
Less than 15 minutes later, she places the food on the table in front of me. Looks like you're still pretty good at cooking, at least.
どうにも引っかかる言い方だけど、現状で何か問題がある？
What I'm worried about is the part that comes after the cooking. Although you might not expect it from her flashy appearance, JB is actually a pretty decent cook. But as with most people who usually eat out, she only feels the need to make something herself when she's drunk. Her usual routine involves scattering cookware vigorously all across the kitchen, then heading home without even beginning to deal with her mess.
二人で暮らしていた時は片付けだってちゃんとやっていたでしょ？
He's got to give her the gears, even on his wedding day. He's got to give her the gears. Hey, Aura, how's it going? Yeah. Although you stopped again as soon as I moved out.
まったく、勝手知る人間を相手にするのはやりにくいわね。
As JB grumbles words of complaint, I take my first bite of the German fries, which look to have been flavored with miso. This is good.
ほら見なさい。料理は美味しく作れればそれでいいのよ。
Tasting this kind of brings me back, actually. JB's cooking always tasted exceptional. But even if I didn't remember that, it feels like my body itself can recognize the food it grew up with.
だったら冷めないうちに食べちゃいなさい。
Good, hope your day's been beautiful and bright. It's been a pretty good day. I hope your day's been good. And y'all have a great day over on Aura's channel. She's super welcoming, super kind, super wholesome, just she's an absolute treasure. If you guys have not gone and checked her out and followed her, you really should. You cannot go wrong with Aura. You cannot go wrong with Aura at all. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Madam? Aura, you're streaming right now. What the hell are you doing coming into my chat, huh? Huh? What are you doing coming into my chat while you're streaming, miss? Huh? I can see you. I can see you, Aura. Oh, I'm music, huh? I'm music. Okay, okay. I know everyone in my chat can't really see what the hell's happening on her end, but, yeah. Yeah, more reason to go check her out then. So you can see what I'm, you know, yelling at her about. You forget, Aura. I see all. Sorry, guys. I'm just having fun now. So yeah, more reason to go check her out, guys. More reason to go check her out. Okay, Aura, enjoy your drawing. Enjoy your drawing, and just remember, I'm watching you. Alright. Sorry about the little interruption there, folks. Just gotta have a little fun with my friends. Always gotta have a little fun with my friends. Alright, let's continue on with good old Yuji's wedding day. Yeah, I'll do that. As I begin silently working at my food, I realize that JB's staring at me. Something wrong?
美味しいって言う割には美味しそうに食べないところ、まだ治ってなかったんだと思ってね。
Until a year ago, I was used to eating as fast as I could, both at work and school. Old habits die hard, I guess.
そういうところ、サチは何も言わないの？
As of the moment, she hasn't really complained. But there was one time when she suddenly asked me to smile in the middle of a meal. Guess that might have been related.
今更かもしれないけど、サチも相当変わってるわよね。
Well, at least she's expressing her feelings instead of bottling them up inside, you know?
そう思えるところが、二人を結婚までたどり着かせた秘訣かもしれないわね。
Sorry. Back at Aura's quick.
ええ。ええ、わかったわ。
Oh no.
何か動きがあったら、また連絡してちょうだい。
Okay, this is probably gonna be about that bomber guy. I got a feeling. When I step out into the lobby after completing my preparations, I find JB just wrapping up a phone call. Was that a work call?
仕事ってわけじゃないんだけど、最近三島崎で話題になっていた爆弾魔から、
Oh no.
また爆弾を仕掛けるって予告があったらしいのよ。
This would be the third time, right?
ええ。過去2回の予告があって、結果はいずれもブラフ。だから、桜田門は今回もブラフだと踏んでいるみたいだけど、三島崎に来ている私にも、市ヶ谷経由で連絡が来たってわけ。
Even if this threat is another fake, I'm sure they can't just ignore it completely.
そうね。具体的な設置場所はまだ明言されていないみたいだし、検問なんかが始まる前にここを出発しましょう。
Right. I'm ready whenever.
ってあなた、式場も制服で行くつもり？
Sakaki, Mihama's arbiter of common sense, informed me that a conscientious student doesn't walk around out of uniform when he can help it.
なるほど。
Or whatever.
確かに、その方があなたらしいかもしれないわね。
Whatever the fuck it said. I don't know. Glad to have your approval.
ちょっと待って。
Just as I'm starting to walk forward, JB grabs my shoulder and turns me around to face her.
ネクタイ、曲がってるわよ。
So natural, you might think we're an old married couple. With a few casual movements, she fixes up my clothing. That might not sound like anything significant, but for me, it brings back a lot of memories. When the woman I loved died, and I lost the will to live. When I failed to concentrate and screwed up on the job. When I found something to protect and reach out for help. JB was there to support me. Always.
はい、これでよし。
Julia.
何よ。
Thank you. Filled with sincere gratitude, I find myself expressing it in words.
そういうセリフは最後まで取っておきなさい。私だって式が始まる前から泣くわけにはいかないんだから。
For a moment, I can see the surprise in JB's face, but it soon gives way to a smile. Normally, I'd expect a sarcastic wisecrack or two at this point. But today, I don't exactly mind seeing her sweet side.
あら、やっと新郎さんのご到着みたいね。
Arriving at the chapel just barely on time, we find Chizuru in the lobby, where she'll be receiving the guests.
すみません。途中で渋滞に捕まってしまって。
それはやっぱり、今朝から警察の動きが慌ただしいことと関係が？
ええ。一般には情報公開されないと思いますが、例の爆弾魔から警察の方に直接犯行予告があったみたいで。
しかも、未だに現場確保が行われていないということは、まだ爆発物が見つかっていないということですね。
おっしゃる通りです。
うすうすそんな気はしていたんですけど、よりにもよって今日だなんて。
I think today is specifically the day they wanted. They specifically wanted to do this. Do I have to pee again? Oh god, I feel like I gotta go pee again. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna go pee real quick. Be right back. I won't change screens. Alright, I am back. Sorry, I just really had to go. No, Masquerado, no. Whew.
まったくです。
Still, we don't have to postpone the ceremony right away, do we?
今のところはね。ただしみんなに危険が及ぶかもしれないと私やハルデラさんが判断したときはすぐにでも中止にさせてもらうわよ。
You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. I guess that sounds about right. Threats up until now were all basically pranks, but that doesn't mean this time will necessarily play out the same. Given that the basic goal of a terrorist bombing is to hit places where many people are gathered, this is probably the best compromise they can reasonably offer. Anyway, what happened to the others? Weren't they gonna help you with receiving the guests?
そういえば少し前にちょっと離れますって言ったっきり戻ってこないわね。
Hey, come on. Aren't you supposed to be keeping track of our staff?
あの子たちの年齢で友人の結婚式に出席することは貴重な経験になるだろうし、いろいろ学んでほしいじゃない？
You're thinking about learning experiences at a time like this? What a model educator.
お褒めいただき恐縮です。
Chizuru seems to be in a good enough mood to let my sarcasm slide. Guess it isn't every day you can attend a wedding between two of your own students.
それよりあまり時間の余裕もないことだし、風見くんも早めに着替えてきた方がいいと思うわよ。
True enough. With a nod to JB, I turn and head off to my dressing room.
痛いです。
大丈夫ですか？
What the hell?
今ものすごい音がしましたけど。
Did they hit...
大丈夫ではありませんが
Why did he hit her?
平気です。
やっぱりユージの結婚を心から祝える
she
気
hit
持ちには
herself.
なれませんか？
God damn it, Chizuru, stop being adorable!
突然何を言ってるんですか？私は一教育者として心
だとしたらユージの姿が見えなくなった途端に頭を柱にぶつけるような真似はしませんよね。
ハルデラさんって結構意地悪な人だったんですね。まるで
それくらいでなければ問題児の担当官は務まりませんから。
It's so true.
何やら余裕のある年上女性的な発言ですけど、ハルデラさんこそどうなんです？ハルデラさんは風見くんと同居していた時期があるんですよね。その間にあらぬことが起こったりはしなかったんですか？
ノーコメント。
またそうやってはぐらかす。
別にごまかそうとしているわけではありません。
Sorry about that.
同居している間も私は生きる目的を見失ったユージに何もしてあげられずに仕事をさせることで前を向かせた最低の人間です。そんな私がユージに抱く感情があるとしたらそれはきっと罪悪感だけでしょうから。
One moment. 1 second. Take care of something really quick, sorry guys. Ah, Jake, I'm actually going to be ending shortly, so I'm going to give you your points back, alright, buddy? I don't want to take your points from you just to wear it for, like, all of, like, maybe 10 minutes or so. Alright? Sorry about that. I'm actually going to be ending very, very shortly. But hey, you get all your points back at least, so they're good for next time. Oh, thank you for contributing your points to the challenge, Nick. Thank you, thank you. We're up to, 52% of the way there. Or 52% of the way there. You guys are gonna get this. You're gonna see me suffer a lot. You guys are gonna see me suffer a lot soon. The rate you guys are going. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to finish out this conversation here before the actual wedding happens, because I'm gonna save that for the next stream.
ハルデラさん。
でも千鶴さんにとってユージは命の恩人でしょ。
そうですね。外国の空港で突然事件に巻き込まれて、海で溺れかけていた私を見てゲラゲラ笑っているのを見たときは腹も立ちましたけど、風見くんが私を悪の手先から救い出してくれた王子様だという事実に変わりはありませんから。
ユージが王子様ですか。
でも二人がこうなってくれたことは本当に良かったと思っているんです。
それはどういう意味で？
風見くんも小峰さんも不幸といって差し支えのない辛い過去を経験してきた。それが今自分たちの手で幸せをつかもうとしているんですから、嬉しくないはずがありません。
It's enough to make a grown man oof himself for Cuphead. Oh my god.
そう思えているんだったらすぐにいい人が見つかりますよ。
そうでしょうか。
ユージよりいい男なんてそれこそ星の数ほどいるんですから。
それを独身のハルデラさんから言われても説得力がありませんよ。
And I'll see you next time, my friend. Alright, Jake. See you around there, buddy. You have a good one. Next time, though, next time you redeem the onesie one, I will put it on for sure. Just I'm gonna be ending very shortly, so I don't want it to be a waste of your points. Yeah, I don't want it to be a waste of your points.
千鶴さんも結構手厳しいですね。
人のことをからかったお返しです。
そうだ、せっかく久しぶりにお会いできたんですから今日は2人で飲みませんか？ ちょうどこの近くに雰囲気のいいお店があるんです。
でもいいんですか？私はともかくハルデラさんのお仕事は何かとお忙しいんじゃ。
Ah, whatever. Work, schmirk.
明日できることは明日でいいんです。それより今日しかできないことの方が大事ですから。ね？
そうですね。じゃあ今夜は大人の女だけで飲み明かしましょう。
その意気です。
Yeah, I'm gonna end right there,
セー
actually.
ブしますか？
Yeah, I'm gonna end right there. That's a good enough spot to end for tonight, I would say. Just before the wedding itself begins. I mean, it's kind of starting, but just before we actually get down to the aisle. I felt like if I go any further, it would be leading me into something I don't really have the time for. Yeah, my head gets cut off now, the way this is. Eh, it's fine. I'll worry about it later. Alright, so, yeah. I don't know what to say. There's a little bit more Labyrinth for us. Which is awesome. Just awesome possum. Let's see what we've got on the docket for the rest of the week again. Oh, look at that! 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. More Labyrinth of Grisaia. We'll pick up right where we left off here. And then, I mean, it's Labyrinth of Grisaia all week. So, it's gonna happen. It's going to happen. Grisaia is going to happen a lot. We're gonna finish Sachi's route probably this week. And to be perfectly honest, we're gonna finish it this week. If we don't finish it tomorrow, we'll probably finish it Thursday. If we don't finish it Thursday, we'll finish it Saturday. I think by Saturday, it'll definitely be done. I think it'll definitely be done by then. And then that means we get to start our final after story. Good old Michiru. Michiru, my beloved. And let's see. Ooh, so that's the focus. I finally downloaded the program. Didn't take too long to do. Autofocus does like jack shit. That's fine. But I can... Can I zoom it in? I don't know. It wasn't really moving. But I can change the white balance. I can change the brightness. Oh, good lord! And that was just too dark. That's cool, though. What if I turn the white... Okay, the white balance just gives me a little bit of pink. That's fun. Like to change settings for exiting? No. Oh. Oops. Oops. I turned my camera off on me myself. Hold on. Alright, we're good now. Alright, note to self. Don't close out the program like that. Just out of nowhere. Okay, I turned it off for sure that time. One moment. I fix. Baron fix. Somehow. Maybe. I don't know what I just did. To be perfectly honest, I don't know what I just did. Well. That's certainly a thing that just happened. Oh, we're back. Good. I think. Or not. Oh, Jesus. I think I clicked it too many times, and for some reason now, Streamlabs has a weird delay going on for some things. I don't know why. But okay, we fixed it. Now I know. Don't fuck around with that. Don't fuck around with that. Well, there's just some fun. So yeah, Grisaia tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So, yeah, that's it for me from today. So thank you everybody for watching, commenting, and lurking. Appreciate it very, very much. Yeah, I'm not gonna raid out today. I'm just gonna end off. So, I hope you all have yourselves a great rest of your night. I'll see you next time.